Yay! I made it out for my morning walk. So happy. I do feel better this morning, better than I did yesterday. Not anywhere near 100%. I'm still tired, but at least I had the energy to get out. I kind of felt like I did want to get out and walk, so that's a good sign. I still don't feel very motivated to lift weights. I haven't lifted weights in about 2 weeks. You know, part of me feels like, oh, you know, you really gotta get in there, get back to lifting weights. It's been 2 weeks. But another part of me is like, you know, don't push it. I love lifting weights. It's not like it's gonna go away or stop. You know, I'd rather wait until I really want to do it. I want to lift the way I want to lift, when I want to lift. And I'm not gonna push it. I think that would just sabotage the whole process. So I kind of come up with a plan. Since I'm not really motivated to lift weights right now, I think the better idea is to spend some time working on my weight room. The floor needs to be repainted. The walls need to be repainted. Everything needs to be cleaned up and organized a little bit better. So it kind of makes sense to work on that now, because you know, when I'm doing that sort of painting, it kind of, you know, puts the whole weight room off limits. I can't really lift, and so if I'm not going to be lifting, then I might as well spend the time fixing up. That might also help, like, remotivate me to get back in there, and so that's going to be the plan for that. I have a $50 gift card left over, maybe from Christmas or something. So as long as things work out today, I may go out at lunch and buy some paint at Home Depot. I also want to mention something about these vlogs. You know, it was like, what, a week and a half ago where I started this kind of daily vlog project, and I had not vlogged for, you know, almost a year. Very out of practice. I'm still forgetting to record things. You know, I started looking back through some of the footage from our cruise, and you know, it's kind of all over the place. I don't even know how I'm going to assemble it into something that's worthwhile watching. So I feel like I'm going to take this time to apologize. You know, if things aren't making sense and I'm not including everything. I'm trying to record all the food that I'm eating. Yesterday I didn't eat anything, so that's why I didn't show it. Can't show what you didn't eat. But today I plan to go back to some of the things I've been eating lately, or what I was eating before the cruise. My plan is to vlog it all. Apologies if I forget and some things get left out, but I'll get there. I'm working on it. My arm hurts holding the camera now too. So it's lunchtime. I am out to run a few errands. Right now I'm at Home Depot. I'm going to pick up some paint for the floor in my weight room and the walls. Today I am 51 years old. I started my weight loss journey when I was 49, and the thought of turning 50 was one of the big motivations for me to start losing weight. The transformation that I had, mostly mentally. By the time I turned 50, I really didn't care. And I don't really care now. It's just a number. I feel better now than I did 5 years ago, 10 years ago. As far as my food goes today, so I had a total of 5 cups of coffee today. I know, kind of extreme. I had 2 cups before my walk. I did not put half and half or anything in that. Then after that, after the walk, as I was beginning work today, I had 3 more cups. Those I did put half and half in. At about 10 o'clock, I had some oatmeal with 2 tablespoons of crunchy peanut butter in it. That's been something I've been eating a lot of. I love that. Then at 11 o'clock, I made a vanilla instant jello mixture with yogurt, apple cinnamon yogurt. And I can't really take full credit for that. It was something I saw on Obese to Beast channel. He had somebody on his channel, I'm sorry, I forget who it was, who had the idea of mixing yogurt with the instant jello, and it turns it into almost like a like icing consistency. It's really thick. And so what I've been doing is putting that on rice cakes. And you can, mix up different flavors of yogurt with different flavors of jello and different, flavors of rice cakes and come up with unique combinations. It's really neat. So today I did apple cinnamon yogurt with vanilla pudding, and on a I used 3 caramel rice cakes. So it's kind of trying to make like a caramel apple type thing. I don't know. It's sweet, it's a little odd, but I like it. It's really good. It's filling too. So that's one of the best parts. I look forward to that almost every day. After lunch, after I get back, I'm probably going to have a protein shake and maybe a banana with peanut butter on it. Still not sure what I'm going to do this afternoon. Possibly a salad or maybe some sort of chicken wrap. Maybe soup, although it's hot today, so soup doesn't really sound that great, but I don't know. I'll come up with something. Anyway, got to get into Home Depot and get back before my lunch break's over. Since I've decided to put off my lifting, at least for a couple days, I don't know, maybe a little bit longer. I bought the paint earlier today. My gym needs work. It really does. I've had some comments on my gym, people saying things like, oh, he has his own gym. Anybody can lose weight when you have your own gym or whatever. But the equipment that I have is stuff that I've been like collecting for, I think, like 35 years. I think I started lifting when I was 15 years old. So some of the weights are still from when I was 15 years old. So this isn't just a passing thing. I didn't just like go out and spend, a couple $1,000s and buy everything. Anyway, my gym needs work. We live in an old house. One of the downspouts on the front corner of the house had become like disconnected. It was leaking. It has some holes in it. Anyway, yeah, so our basement over the last 6 months has flooded several times. So what's happened is, and I'll show you. So, it's flooded all into this corner, and you could tell where the dumbbells were sitting, right? Because it's got like rust marks. My dumbbells have rusted. I mean, this one's kind of old. Anyway, it carried like dirt in with the water, I guess. The walls are like chipping and peeling, I think because of the water that got in. It has a really high humidity in here. All around the walls are chipping. Because of the water, there's more rust spots. The floor is not even level, so this is just a piece of old floor paneling to try to level out my my Smith machine. So anyway, like I said, since I'm not lifting, that's my motivation. I'm gonna do a little bit of work, probably start on the walls, scrape them down, paint it, and then move to doing the floor probably over the next day or two. All right, well, that took longer than I expected. Vacuuming of the floor, because as I started vacuuming, I was actually like peeling up paint off the floor. So it turned into a little bit of floor prep work. But, I mean, that kind of has to be done, but it took me longer than I thought. So, all I did was I just wiped down the walls. I'm probably gonna put a fan in here to try to help dry it out. I also noticed when I moved some of my equipment that there were still parts of the floor that were damp. And when we left on vacation, this was pretty much dry. So I have a feeling that it leaked again while we were on vacation. So I think putting a fan in here and drying this place out a little bit more. I maybe even open up the windows maybe in the morning, keep it drying out. Hopefully I can paint the walls tomorrow. The floor, it's gonna take me probably 2 separate days because I gotta paint and then move the equipment and then move the equipment back and paint. So I'm probably looking at this weekend at the earliest I can be in here to lift weights, assuming all goes as planned. But what are you gonna do, right? Anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap up the vlog for today here. If you've been following along on my little journey here, my little experiment, hopefully you're finding it enjoyable to some extent. So I think that's it. I think I'm gonna wrap up the vlog here. We'll be back at it tomorrow.